Yo, it's Transformers Connoisseur here. With a generally decent response to my previous Transformers vintage collection, I've decided to give you guys a look at my Legends class mint in card collection, which are mainly from the Revenge of the Fallen toy line, which is of course my favorite. So the first figure that I'll be showing off today is Optimus Prime, and this has been quite a good mold and even being reused in the Age of Extinction Legends class toy line. Honestly, when I saw this back in the day, it just caught me because even at this small scale, it just looked like a downsized version of the leader class, and the fact that it didn't actually use, four parts for its chest was quite amazing if you had seen the other Legends class from 2007. Up next is Bumblebee. So, not much to say about this figure. I don't think it's particularly stellar, but it definitely catches the vibe of the vehicle mode and the robot mode quite decently well, though not particularly excellent in any way, I would feel. The next figure I have is Ratchet, and this I believe is more in his Desert Tracker colors rather than the original, more of like a neon green color. I find this mold to be quite a good mold, as generally the face sculpt is very accurate, and in robot mode he does look pretty much alike to his CGI model for such a small scale, of course. So he's a pretty decent one in my collection. Next, of course, I have my favorite figure in this entire collection, and that would be Megatron, and that's of course because of the fact that he is so accurate, right, in this robot mode and even in tank mode, and the fact that he managed to actually use his tank threads for legs. That's just really good design at such a small scale, and still has a pretty good face sculpt, and that's really amazing. And honestly, I took so long to get this figure, right? Because back in the day I didn't actually have this toy, and I only managed to get him a loose version of him actually in Japan this year in 2023, and that was in some secondhand toy store in Japan. So the moment I saw that, I absolutely freaked out because it has been a long time coming trying to get this toy, whether loose or packaged. And the sweet thing is that after I managed to get him loose, I actually managed to get him packaged as well, a mint in card version. And so it's been quite surreal to be able to not just play with this toy, but also be able to keep him the way he looks like in the toy store. So just recollecting my entire childhood over here, and that's just amazing to me. And last of all, I have Beachcomber from Power of Primes, and this for a while I thought it was the most accurate sculpt that Hasbro has actually given us, and that was because the previous frame of reference would only be the Generations Legion class toy, and so back then it was still decent, but now with the release of the Legacy Evolution Beachcomber, it just makes him look like he's lacking quite a bit. But I would argue that his scale is still pretty decent, and he would fit well with many of the official toys, since we know that Beachcomber used to be quite small to begin with. Yep. And even in Dune Buggy mode, he looks pretty decent. So I would say there's not much of interest on my side to actually get a new version of Beachcomber. So I most likely will just be keeping this figure and maybe getting Beachcomber, the Legacy Evolution version, loose if I could get a cheaper version of him. Yep. So yeah, here's a full shot of all of my favorite mint in card